everybody. Welcome to CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Tuesday, April 2nd, 2013. We've often talked about what the effect would be on reinsurance prices of this massive inflow of money coming from the capital markets. Now we're beginning to get some indication. There are three big dates in reinsurance premium paying. One is the January 1st renewals. The other is the April 1st Asian renewals. And the third is the July 1st Florida hurricane renewals. April 1st came and went yesterday, and we've got the evidence in. An article in today's Financial Times saying $35 billion of funding from capital market investors prevented traditional insurers from raising premium prices during the April 1st negotiations. Facing low yields from other prospective asset classes, investors, including pension funds, have plowed an estimated 30% more capital into catastrophe reinsurance than a year ago. James Vickers, the chairman of Willis Re International, said traditionally conservative investors such as pension funds and life insurers were increasingly becoming an alternative to reinsurance providers such as Munich Re, Swiss Re, and Lloyd's of London. He said investors are desperately looking for non-correlated yield returns with no connection to financial markets. The longer the low interest rate environment stays, the more they're looking for something a little bit different. He said these investors are so big they only need to put in 0.5% of their funds and it becomes an absolute wall of money. Capital markets are coming in and taking traditional business away. Some insurers have expressed concern that the new sources will flee the market when returns from other asset classes strengthen. Vickers says what happens if an area such as banana futures suddenly looks more attractive or yields from bond investments improve? What will happen indeed? Also, what would happen if there was a big claim payout? Well, Apple Computer has issued an apology to consumers in the world's largest market, China. The apology was for warranty confusion. This was after an organized two-week campaign by state media against the company, accusing it of taking advantage of China. Apple CEO Tim Cook apologized in a statement posted in Chinese on Apple's website, saying that the complaints had prompted deep reflection and persuaded the company of the need to revamp its repair policies, boost communication with Chinese consumers, and strengthen oversight of authorized resellers. Criticism of Apple began on March 15th with the broadcast of an annual show on China Central TV about consumer safety and rights. About 500 students from Cairo's prestigious al-Azhar University had been admitted to the hospital as a result of food poisoning from a meal served in the dormitories on Monday evening. The Egyptian President Mohamed Morsi has visited students being treated in the hospital. The al-Azhar Mosque, which is associated with the university, is the world's foremost seat of Sunni Muslim learning. At least 3 people have been killed after gunmen launched an attack on Iraq's Akash gas field. The culprits also abducted 2 workers before burning their camp. The gunmen attacked the headquarters of a company that is affiliated with Korea gas company KOGAS. Akash, which is operated by KOGAS near the Syrian border in Anbar province, is still closed. It's not producing any gas. India's Insurance Regulatory Department has issued new rules on reinsurance buying from foreign reinsurers. Previously, local Indian primaries could only buy up to 10% of their risk. They could only reinsure up to 10% of their risk with a single foreign reinsurer. But now they can go as high as 20% if that foreign reinsurer is AAA rated. A fire engulfed a mosque housing Muslim school children in the largest city in Myanmar this morning, Yangon, killing at least 13 of them, 13 school children. The windows were apparently barred, they could not escape. Authorities were anxious over sectarian violence recently that has killed dozens between Buddhists and Muslims, quickly announced that the blaze had occurred because of an accidental electrical short. The Sarah Mildred Long Bridge in Kittery, Maine, was closed to all traffic yesterday afternoon and remains closed today when a 479-foot oil tanker rammed into the 73-year-old bridge. 479-foot long MV Harbor feature drifted away from its pier and hit into one of the pilings. The bridge is only one of 2 bridges currently carrying traffic over the Piscataqua River between Portsmouth, New Hampshire and Kittery, Maine. So this now means that only one bridge is operational. A magnitude 6.0 undersea earthquake occurred about 66 miles east of Japan this morning. There have been no reports of damage, injuries, or a tsunami. You may have read a number of books by the popular British author Lee Child in his Jack Reacher series. You might even have seen the preview of coming attractions in the movie theater of the upcoming movie Jack Reacher featuring Tom Cruise. Well, in New Zealand, a disgruntled fan, identified only as Jay Congdon, complained to the New Zealand authorities over misleading advertising, saying a dramatic explosion was edited out of the film, Jack Reacher. He said that the explosion, quote, where the whole cliff comes down was the defining part of the preview that made me really want to go see the movie, aside from having Tom Cruise in it, of course. Paramount Pictures admitted that the split-second scene showing the cliff explosion was used in the movie trailer, but was cut from the film before it was released in cinemas. The New Zealand authorities said that because Paramount had offered Jay Congdon a ticket refund and that the trailer had stopped being run, they regarded the complaint as settled. I think Mr. Congdon has way too much time on his hands. That's the news for today. If we have any breaking news, we'll come back and tell you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.